Okay, so my job shadowing experience was interesting to say the least. I was kind of not into it going into it because I have a lot of classes this semester and a bunch of jobs, and so I was like, I just don't have time to do this. But when I met Paloma, she was kind of in the same boat, so we kind of just got through together, and through the whole experience, I really enjoyed getting to know Darren and the facilities people because I feel like that's just a side of campus that you don't normally get to experience. And I think I got kind of lucky with getting Darren because his kind of specialty is Farrell, and I'm a business major, so it was really fun to be able to go into Farrell and kind of see the behind the scenes of how everything went on. And he was actually brought to Wake because of Farrell opening, and he kind of found out about it because he was in construction, and so he was kind of part of the crew that made it happen. So that was super interesting. Other highlights, I think, are the last day when we got to see them putting the tarps up on White Chapel because TEDx was coming, so they had to black out the windows. And that was just really interesting to see how they did that because like I've seen the chapel windows blacked out before, but I've never kind of known what went on. So he was the one that drove the truck, and they had to kind of maneuver it over the grass, and then a guy went up in this crane and put the stuff on the windows, and they had to staple it. And so now I'm intrigued as to how they're going to take it down. So I guess we'll figure that out. But we also just got to learn a lot about Darren as a person. So we learned that he really loves to barbecue, and he, like, if he could, would have a restaurant or a food truck or something like that. So just seeing the human side and kind of his passions, and then realizing that he's working at Wake to have a stable job and support his family and stuff like that. And then also just family dynamics. Like we found out about his wife who works in downtown Winston and how he thinks that she should work at Wake, and there's some job opening that could work for it. And that like they don't have kids yet, but maybe in the future, and just about like his siblings, how he was raised, that his dad was a chicken farmer, I think, which is so random but cool, and just various things about his life and kind of seeing the other side of things. Like he is from 40 minutes away from here, but his life growing up was super different than most kids who come to Wake. So overall, I just think it was an enlightening experience to learn about the people that make Wake run that we don't necessarily give credit to on a daily basis. And even though I was kind of stressed about it going into it, the timing and everything, it all worked out and it was super interesting. So I'm excited to make this documentary project and website to kind of pay tribute to the maintenance and facilities people. Yeah. That was so long.
How to stop it?
Nice. Probably.
Wait, it actually is not. Is there like a mouse? Like, where's the mouse?
Hello. One time.
Yeah.
Oh.